All right, Skout, makers of a dating app for smartphones, has temporarily shut down its services for teens after a series of rape allegations involving its underage users. In the last couple of weeks, 3 men have been accused of posing as teens on the app's teenage forum and allegedly lured both boys and girls. Now, Skout originally started as a dating app for adults, but the company started a separate service for 13 to 17-year-olds after kids started using it. Skout says during the temporary closure of the teen program, the company will be testing better safeguards for users. The question we have for you is, are these kinds of dating programs really something that should be designed for kids, and would you allow your teens to use one?
And we have Mike Broomhead here, and I want to read a comment from a parent, Tova Kubert. She says, never should have allowed underage people to use the app in the first place.
Right.
She said she has a son, and she would never allow her son to be a part of an app like this. Is it the responsibility of the parent or the app company?
I think it's partial. It's got to be both. But again, you know, we do everything to protect our kids. I have my house, I've got dogs, I got burglar alarms, I have everything to protect my kids. And then you invite these predators in via the internet if you're not careful. But smartphones, you can't keep track of everything your kids are doing. And that is just something that they've got to have instilled in them, how dangerous it is, because you think you're talking to an 18-year-old boy and you're talking to a 45-year-old man, and they don't get it until they're right there and it's too late.
You know, and teens just love to break the rules. I mean, back MySpace and Facebook, originally you were supposed to be at least 13 years old to have an account. But I knew lots of kids younger than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and one of another viewer says the app is creepy. He said he tried it a year ago as a dating app, and he got young girls hitting on him. Gag.
Wow.
So I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where you just.
And how sure is he that they were actually young girls? Again, I'll go back to the 45-year-old man. I mean, I'm serious. How do you don't know who that is?
Yeah, and that's the scary part. When you have the anonymity behind the web and the internet, you can create any character you want.
Right. Go to the adult dating sites. How many people's pictures actually match what they look like when they show up for the date? Right? Yeah, and that's the humorous side of it. Right. This is, you know, you're talking with young girls.
Yeah, that's what you said. You're inviting these predators into your life if you download an app like this.
I just don't see why a teen would even need a service like this. You're in high school. You're engaging with your peers every day. How hard is it to meet someone? Why do you need to go online?
But it's that anonymity plus the sense of adventure. I mean, I understand why a teen wants to do it. It's just I don't think they understand the implications until sometimes, unfortunately, it's way too late.
Yeah, and we do have a teen audience with us today. We do have teenagers, high schools students, not only from Arizona, but from around the country. And Cassidy Trowbridge, she is a Chandler student from Hamilton High School. We appreciate you being with us. We told you about this story. What is your reaction? Would you ever download an app like this?
I don't think I would, because I think that, like you said, everybody has their own way of interacting with people, and if you can't meet people out by joining a club or, you know, going out to the movies or the mall, I don't think you should be downloading an app. It just seems dangerous, and anything on the internet, you can't see their face, so you can't really trust that. And unless I'm face-to-face with someone, I just wouldn't trust them in general.
That's very smart. And you're a high school student. You're with the ASU's summer journalism program. But teenage lives, so much of it is lived online. So, again, you can see where this might be kind of attractive to some kids.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's really hard for sometimes people to make connections with others in school. You know, you feel like maybe my peers don't like me, so you make some cool profile, or you try and make yourself sound cooler than you are, and in reality, you're just putting yourself in a bad position.
And Cassidy, I want to know how much your parents control your social media habits.
They really don't. I think a lot of it is the trust factor. If you don't trust your kids, they're probably going to end up doing way worse stuff than you thought they were going to do anyways. If you trust that they're going to be responsible and you kind of teach them a little bit about, you know, this could really happen to you, then you're not going to have that problem.
Has it changed as you got older, though? Have they been more trusting as you got more older and responsible?
Not really. Actually, my parents have been really trusting of me. They know I'm always on the computer, and they know what I'm doing, and as long as I'm not, you know, sneaking around, they're fine with it.
Is your computer where they can see it? Is it in plain view?
Actually, it's not, because I do a lot of work for school, and they just trust that whatever I'm doing, I'm telling them the truth. And if you have that connection with your kids, they're probably not going to lie to you anyways.
That is so key, that connection. When you can have that open dialogue with your teen, and they know that you trust them. I don't think it's necessary to be that helicopter parent, the hovering parent.
Well, we do have, like Cassidy, in our audience today.